my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long.
Coach, this is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go, set, 10 Lobo. 10, watch the slats, watch the slat. Check 26, check 26. Check 13, snap, 13.
Now it's the former Ram. This is Todd Gurley. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right. We got 3, fellas, we got 3. 31's the mic. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
And that'll set him back 5.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
To throw on 2nd down, Mahoney. Catch made here by Campbell.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Shift. Hey, exit. Yo.
To throw on 3rd down, Mahoney. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's Murphy. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 10-2 stop. 6. Rock it.
The first carry for DeAndre Washington. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Kill. Yep. Motion.
Running it, Washington. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw. Here we go. Yeah. Defense all day. Go.
On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is, how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
Now it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England, the Rams never even got into the red zone in that game, and now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a 1st down.
Protein spill. Hey, Charlie. 5.
Hill now operating from the red zone. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing again. Hill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
On 1st and 10, Mahoney. Campbell making the catch. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a 1st after a gain of about 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Gurley. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Set. 15 line. 15 line. Army.
Throwing on 1st down. Mahoney got his man. It's Williams. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Here we go.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
General West. Switch it, switch it. Alpha. Switch it.
Back to throw. Mahoney. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
4 down, 4 down. He's coming. Double up, double up. Go, 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 run, run, run.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Yeah, baby. Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator. Here we go, here we go. Leo, Leo.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahoney over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
3 down. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, high 7. 31's the mic. Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs. Check 37, check 37. Hey, zoom. Set, go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Mahoney. He's got Adams on the hookup. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 33.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Rams.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Check, 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 check. Switch, switch, switch. Hey, echo. Check 31. Hey. Hard, hard. 24, watch 24. Shoot.
To throw on 2nd down. Mahoney toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
They're not ready for this. They still playing. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Playing the wrong football. Shift, shift. Ready?
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
They go with Washington to begin the drive. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You ain't going nowhere.
Here's Hill. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check 99. Check 99. Hey, Delta. 55. Mike, 55. Check Mike. Check Mike. 55 is Mike, guys. 55. Hey. Mike, 55. Mike, 55.
From the gun, here's Hill.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you
He'll
got.
get this one to Cup, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go, D. 6-6.
On first, here's Washington. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Back to throw. Hill. Complete to Jones. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line.
Come on, D. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On first down, it's Gurley. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Levante David in on the tackle. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Mahoney. Catch made by Slayton. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Mike 10. Strip the ball. Shrimp that ball. Hey, we got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10. Ready?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 18 yards, first down Niners.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
On first down, Mahoney. It's complete to Williams. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down 49ers. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. First and 10 right at the 20. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Looking to throw on second down. Mahoney. And this is going to be incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Hey, let's get this. 31's the mic. Let's go, D. Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
On third down, Mahoney. That's complete to Slayton. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Darius Slayton, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. A nice little juke. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Bravo. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. They gonna need some therapy after this. Check, 55's the mic. Check, 50. Hey, Alpha. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Hey, check Mike.
Out of the gun, Hill.
Here we go.
And that will be incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
On fourth down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's Williams to return. Powering forward. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
64, weak. Twist. Check. Hey, do. Hey, wahoo!
31's the mic. I'm going to come back to you.
Five.
On first and 10, Mahoney looking deep for Adams. And this is caught at the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain of 37. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10.
31's the mic.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Jake Butt. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9.
Kill. Hey, team 6. Mike 10. Mike 10. Know your job. Hey, we got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10.
I'm coming after you. 10's the mic. Here we go, G.
Ready.
Second and 9 now.
Mike 10. Watch the pass.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Marr is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Give me that ball, D-Turn. Give me that ball.
Now Ryan. Jones has it. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 30-yard line. A first down run not going to get him a whole lot, maybe a yard.
Let's go.
Yeah, looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up second and 9. And now it's first and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jayon Brown able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. To throw is Ryan. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Mahoney, he's going to dump it off to Gurley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 43-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. From the gun, Mahoney. Got an open man. That's Campbell. Touchdown, 49ers. Paris Campbell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. From the shotgun, Ryan. Oh, eluding the tackle. Caught by Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. Ryan now a perfect 5 of 5 since taking over. They haven't missed a beat. 1st and 10.
56 to Mike.
Hey, Haywood. Hey, we got to get to the ball, T. We got to get to the ball.
Throwing again. Ryan. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Eddie Vanderdoes forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
All day, baby, all day.
Mike's 50.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan.
Watch the screen.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Bang, 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 bang. 22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. Bang.
Throwing on first down. Mahoney.
SOS.
Flushed out right. And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Here we go.
Check. Fresno. Fresno.
Now a draw play for Gurley.
It's run, fellas. It's run.
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
Come. Hey, exit.
31's the Mike.
Ready?
Again they run with Gurley. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Out. Step. Slam.
Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Looking to throw. Mahoney. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Devontae Adams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go!
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
We got 4. We got 4.
A shotgun snap for Hill. That'll be caught by Cup. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Bravo.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hill, he completes it to Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
4 down, 4 down. Check, check, check. 4 down. Hey, Alpha.
Ryan will throw again. This complete to Jones. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, Tuesday. Get out.
Again, Ryan.
Heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Come on, now. Hey. High 7. Keep dribble.
Throwing again is Hill. And he finds Cook. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And again, it's Hill. Dancing to his left. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
Here we go. Dude. Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic. Here we go, D. Here.
To throw again is Ryan. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on third and goal.
Hey, wahoo! You draw corpus. Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic. You're trash. You're trash.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on fourth and goal.
Hey, 25's the mic. Hey, Echo. The mic. Let's go one more. Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 11's the mic. That's 21. Slam. Hey, Sal, whip.
They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan. And that is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance?
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Another carry now for Gurley. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third.
It's a swerve on.
Operating from the gun, Mahoney. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Come on, fellas.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Now it's Gurley. And a solid run down inside the 30. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. On the toss, it's Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you? Because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it, you got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game, and you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Niners, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3 and 4 through 7 games. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL